Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You are watching our live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. Opening of second edition of forum dedicated to the exploration of investment opportunities. And on the international scenes, Palestine, UNRWA warns of worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza Strip. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. Under the high patronage of the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the Forum of Exploring Investment Opportunities in Djibouti was organized by the Sovereign Fund at Ayla Hotel. More than 300 intellectuals from around the world participate in this forum. The forum was opened by the Director General of Djibouti Sovereign Fund, Dr. Salim, who emphasized Djibouti's geostrategic importance, describing it as a natural gateway to sustainable development in Africa. The second edition of Djibouti Forum brought together high-profile figures in the field of finance, diplomacy, and business, but also serve as a genuine platform for discussing the energy and other ideas. This event a veritable melting point of expertise aimed to stimulate international investment and sustainable growth on the continent. In the face of looming economic and geopolitical challenges, the forum presents itself as a unique space for reflection, innovation, and building strategies partnership. The discussion helped highlight in order to highlight the structural challenges facing the continent while proposing concrete solutions to ensure the numerous potential economic business. The bilateral session and target meeting were organized to facilitate the establishment of a concrete partnership. Notably, Djibouti 2025 Forum lays the foundation for a future where cooperation, technology, and collective ambition will drive economic development in Africa. And now we continue with the speeches of the event. The Director General of the Djibouti Sovereign Fund emphasized Djibouti's geostrategic importance, describing it as a natural gateway to sustainable development in our country, but also in Africa. The first day of the forum and this event, he said, provide an important platform for lively discussion on a crucial topic such as Africa's major economic trends and also public-private partnership, energy, but also digital transformation. For her part, the Minister Delegate for Digital Economic and Innovation, Ms. Mariam Hamadou Ali, delivered a speech in which she highlighted the importance of this forum for Djibouti. The minister recalled the main goals of this event, who she said it is positioning Djibouti as a key hub for African economic development, a bold ambition to be sure, but not an unrealistic one given to current geopolitical context, conclude the minister. For his part, the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed emphasized and addressed the purpose of this forum and its impact on our country. The Prime Minister said, "I'm pleased to participate in this opening ceremony of Djibouti Forum 2025. I congratulate the President of the Republic on his strategic vision of commitment to the modernization of our country, which deeply inspire our effort. You have shown, Mr. President, that we are an important leader in this region, which has been committed to a progressive digital transformation that is well aligned with the national priorities. Djibouti has welcomed investment from around the world and implement a progressive project that resonate with the world and has been able to strengthen its stability. There have been many challenges that have been overcome, but Djibouti has become a hub for innovation and has attracted many talent. We have implemented a new service and working to make health service and other issues a strategic location. Conclude the Prime Minister. And now we continue with the impression of the participant official.
I want first to send upfront my greetings to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, to Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic, and to wish Djibouti continuity in what is achieving in terms of the trajectory of growth and development. We are very pleased to be one of the sponsors of the forum as the Arab Bank for Economic Development of Africa, BADIA. The bank is 50 years old. It's an Arab holding that is working towards the development of Africa. Similar forums like the one that Djibouti is hosting today is important for business networking, for exploring investment opportunities, for looking at the future trajectory and the future roadmap for youth employment, for private sector, and for inclusive growth to make sure that Djibouti 2035 vision and to make sure that the National Development Plan, PND, is actually realized by every Djiboutian at his doorstep, at his or her house, and wishing Djibouti all the best. I want to thank you all for being with us today to reflect the voices of international colleagues who are present here, investors who are interested in looking at opportunities in Djibouti.
The Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed received this morning the former Vice President of the Republic of Zambia, who is on a working visit to Djibouti accompanied by a high-level delegation. The purpose of this diplomatic mission was to convey an official message for the Zambian President to the President of the Republic, including the Djiboutian government, its support for the nomination Dr. Samuel for the presidency of African Development Bank during the vote in Abidjan on May 19. The current candidate for the position of President of the African Development Bank has extensive experience within the World Bank, having led numerous strategic reforms for developing countries. Under the high patronage of the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud, the ministry organized the closing ceremony of the National Mathematics and Reading Week this morning at the Scale Hotel. This ceremony was a pioneering education event organized under the theme "Let's Cultivate Genius, Let's Develop Minds." This event provides an opportunity for talented students from participating schools to showcase their mathematical skills. During a series of impressive presentations, the students demonstrated their expertise through innovative demonstrations that highlighted their creativity and learning methods. Among the main creativity and activities, students explore mathematics and its innovative field, such as robotic and engineering. This exhibition not only stimulate young people's interest in mathematics, but also stimulate their intellectual side through the aesthetic initiative that blend engineering with art. Activities include golden words, a reading corner, and awareness posters created by talented students from the capital and the interior region. In conclusion, these 2 weeks were a resounding success, paving the way for a new generation of building readers and mathematicians determined to develop their talent. Following this, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mohamud, and his counterpart, the Minister of Higher Education and Science Researches, and the Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, but also the Minister of Decentralization and Vice President of the National Assembly, along with a number of education partners, visit the various pavilions that hosted the closing ceremony of National Mathematics and Reading Week, which were showcased during the event. This major annual event provides an opportunity to honor the outstanding students who distinguished themselves on the international Olympic stage, both in mathematics and French language. Thanks to their excellence and determination, these talented young people have succeeded in raising our country's flag high. The ceremony also highlighted the important foundation of the education system. This closing ceremony fully reflects the aspiration of the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training to cultivate an creative and committed generation and to build a Djiboutian school focused on excellence, innovation, and culture. After visiting the various pavilions that were set up to conclude the National Mathematics and Reading Week, the minister and the guests present a word to the winners of the mathematical students as well as the winners of a poster competition held as part of the Reading Festival. On this occasion, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mohamud, expressed his sincere thanks to all those who contribute to the success of this session. Their commitment in order to promote reading, lecture, and literature, but also science among our youth in the students. He said, "We are already looking forward to the next session," conclude the minister. It is with immense sadness that we receive the news of passing of the late Ibrahim Abdi Umar, an employee of the Djibouti Radio and Television Corporation and nephew of His Excellency President of the Republic. The late Ibrahim Abdi Umar has a dedicated man. Was a dedicated man. He was serving the National Public Radio and was respected, and he will remain attached the memory of those who knew him. In light with this painful news, the Minister of Information in charge of Post and Telecommunication, the Director General of Radio Television, and all the employees of Radio Television extended their deepest condolence to his family. May Allah grant him in his eternal paradise. Inna Allahu wa inna ilayhi raji'un. As part of its working visit to Djibouti, a delegation from the African Development Bank, led by Dr. Khalid Fouad Sharif, visit the University of Djibouti today. During this visit, the AFDB delegation had the opportunity to meet with senior officials and students to discuss their future prospect, career aspiration, and the challenges they face. This direct dialogue aimed to better understand the specific need of Djiboutian youth regarding training, professional integration, and the studies of financing. A key objective of this visit was to explore the future for collaboration between the AFDB and the University of Djibouti. Such partnership could include a scholarship program, technical and vocational training initiative, and innovative financing mechanism to support low-income students. The delegation also discussed ways to integrate academic program with labor market needs, contributing to reducing the unemployment rates among young graduates and meeting the demands. In his speech, the African Development Bank representative Dr. Khalid Sharif highlighted the core mission. Let us listen to Dr. Khalid Sharif.
So we are from the African Development Bank. The African Development Bank has a long history in promoting development on the African continent. And we will kind of walk you through who we are and what we do relatively quickly. So our mandate at the African Development Bank is to spur sustainable economic development and social progress in regional member countries. We serve the 54 countries of the African continent. And you can consider us basically an affiliate of the World Bank Group. Most of us in the African Development Bank are either technical professionals in particular subject fields, all related to development, or we are former academics who've gone into development as a career.
In his speech, the principal of the Faculty of Engineering, Dr. Ibrahim, delivered a speech in which he expressed the honor of the Faculty of Engineering. Let us listen for more details.
It is great pleasure and honor that we welcome Dr. Khalid Sharif today to the University of Djibouti, particularly to the Faculty of Engineering. Dr. Sharif is a highly regarded administrator known for his expertise and commitment to economic development and strategic partnerships. Dr. Sharif's mission at our institution is part of a vital dialogue aimed at strengthening collaboration between the University of Djibouti and national and international stakeholders, understanding recruitment and funding prospects for our students and young graduates, and discussing ways to enable our university to contribute fully to the realization of Djibouti's strategic objectives for the future. We are confident that this enriching dialogue will open doors to new opportunities for our students, lecturers, and of the Faculty of Engineering or the Faculty of Law, and our university as a whole. So we would like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Khalid Sharif for his willingness to share his insights and expertise with us. We look forward to engaging in this promising collaboration and working together to advance education, innovation, and economic development in our country.
The Inter-Parliamentary Union opened its 150th Assembly in Uzbekistan on April 4, 2025. A parliamentary delegation led by Honorable Nima Bulhan Hussein and composed of following Abdullah Muhammad Ilmi Mohabbe, Hassan Adan Giti will take part in the various activities of this international parliamentary institution. The Djiboutian parliamentarians actively participate in the various committees on key areas such as women, youth, peace, security, sustainable development. The work will last until April 9, 2025. And now, Lieutenant General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of General Staff of the Army Forces, paid an inspection visit to the Guled Military School in Holhol on an official visit to closely monitoring the new recruits currently undergoing basic training in all Army Forces specialties. Upon his arrival at the Holhol Military School, the military delegation was received by Lieutenant Colonel Alaye Abdi Umar, commandant of the military school, accompanied by an honor guard formed for the occasion. Lieutenant General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of General Staff of the Army Forces, was briefed on the training elements, which consist of 1,064 young recruits, including 128 women supervised by 70 military instructors. These young Djiboutians who were previously civilians, many of whom were in difficult circumstances or unemployed, today fully participate in the training, which provide them with the opportunity to serve the nation under its banner.
Il s'agira rassembler 1134 dans le rang. Les contre les Noir. En ambiance!
ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo ina tahay awoodii lagu aarsanayay ma og tahay askariyo
The event began with the recitation of the verses from the Holy Quran by one of the young trainees. The school commander then read a speech by the Chief of General Staff of the Army Forces.
إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير وكان الإنسان عجولا صدق الله العظيم.
Mot du chef d'état-major général des armées.
Indeed, a detailed presentation was given by the Lieutenant General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of General Staff of the Armed Forces, and accompanying delegation on the various stages of military training. The final courses extend over 15 weeks and include a theoretical and practical component, the inductions procedures, evaluation periods, and the final rates. The supervision provided by the experienced official from the military academy and ARTA instill the core the values of military life, the disciplines, rigors, team spirit, and dedication. The visit concluded in an atmosphere filled with emotion and pride as the young recruits line up in close row warmly welcomed the departure of the Chief of Staff of the Army Forces. This visit comes within the framework of the Chief of the General Staff of the Army Forces' is keenness to closely monitor the progress of the recruit training process. Finally, we were able to see the training courses is taking place in excellent condition, offering hope and prosper for the generation call upon the defense and interests of the country. Djibouti Road Agency launched a sand removal campaign this week across the capital is three municipalities, Bulaus, Belbela, and Razdika. This operation aimed to clear the main roadways with sand, results of recent strong winds and severe weather. The Djibouti Road Agency technical team are working day and night to facilitate traffic flow. This operation will continue in the coming days with the goals of clearing the entire urban roads network of obstructions that hinder the smooth flow of traffic. The Road Agency call on all citizens to collaborate to preserve our roads and our country. And now moving on to the international scene, the UNRWA warns on worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza Strip due to the Israeli blockade. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East call for an end to the Israeli blockade as aid supplies in Gaza Strip critically arrived. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East warned on Sunday that humanitarian resources in the Gaza Strip are rapidly depleting with the situation the deterioration by the day. In a statement posted on the social media platform on Sunday, stressed the need to end the Israeli blockade and allow the flow of aid. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.